Fellas, golden tickets are now live in Madden 23, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the new players, talking about the change to the TVP, as well as going over a gold 99 overall player who you can now earn for free. Now, Social family, and welcome back to another Madden 23 video. We got a lot of stuff to cover in this one, but before we do, hope you guys are all having a great start to your day. Hope you have a great weekend, and without further ado, let's get started, talk about the new challenges, the new packs, and all that good stuff. Now, the first and certainly most notable change you guys are going to notice right here is the TVP being increased to 55,000 training. This is a relatively major change when it comes to how the market's going to look. It essentially means that now you're spending about 60,000 coins per pop. That's a lot to simply roll this TVP when you can pull something like a common strategy card, which we get right here. Now, we'll get back into the TVP stuff in a second. We'll get back into the golden ticket talk as well. But before we do, let's talk about the Theme Team Remix promo. This is a new promo in Madden 23. It gives out a bunch of 99 overall players, and most notably, you can actually also earn a 99 Demaryius Thomas at the end of this field pass. Let's scroll on through right here. As you guys can see, of course, similarly to other field passes we've seen in this game, level 4 gives you some XP, level 3 gives you a free player. You're going to get these remix coins as well, which I might make a full video about, a 92 plus player. And as we keep on scrolling at the end right here, you guys will see a Demaryius Thomas. And hey, I'm not going to lie to you, the card is pretty solid. He's definitely going to be a wide receiver 1 on a lot of teams. You're going to have to get to level 30 to get all the way up there, which will take a fair bit of grinding. Some of the objectives are relatively easy. They're fairly similar to other objectives we've seen in this game and other field passes we've seen in this game. But enough talk about the Theme Team Remix. Let's get into what you guys came here to see, golden ticket players. We'll talk about the cards in game. We'll talk about whether I like them or not. We'll talk about how you can pull them, if you can get one for free. Let's get started. And really quickly, gotta give a shout out to my boy Packer for recording these clips and sending them on over to me. He's an up-and-coming Twitch streamer, actually a really funny guy. So if you guys want to check him out, I will leave his Twitch link down below in the description. I'd appreciate it if you guys go follow him. And when he's live, hey, he's actually good at the game. So if you want to watch some high-quality gameplay, you get that there as well. Okay, now moving on, let's talk about the golden ticket players. Number 1, we got Hassan Haskins, probably one of the most weird and random golden tickets. We've also got LaShawn McCoy. Let's take a look at Hassan Haskins, though, who's already basically minned out. The card's only selling for like 400,000, which is pretty crazy for a golden ticket, especially on like our number 1. But looking at the stats, he's got 96 speed and 97 acceleration. On a golden ticket, are we serious? Do we even really need to look at anything more? I don't think we do. Let's move on to card number 2. I would not recommend you pick up this card. Honestly, I'm taking like some 95 overall running backs over this player. That's how bad it is. Not a good card. Card number 2, we got Matthew Stafford, who honestly is probably not someone I'm going to recommend you guys use on your teams. Not a terrible player, but just not really a top-end quarterback when it comes to abilities, release, and speed, which are kind of like the trifecta we're looking for. Of course, the stats are good. He's going to have 99s across the board, but at this point in the game, you're getting 99s for most throwing stats regardless. This isn't really something that you're going to be chasing. You're going to get that on other players. So Matthew Stafford, pretty mid, to be honest with you guys. Moving on, we got an interesting pick right here. I was curious how this card would turn out. This one had potential. J-Ron Curse right here at strong safety. 6'4", which we love to see. But in terms of speed, that's at 97. That's still going to work out pretty well with our strategy card. We can boost that to 99. Across the board, really nice stats in the zone, the man. I think, honestly, this is a usable card. One of my favorite ones in this release. Play rec at a 95, pursuit at a 96, catch it at 81. Could be boosted up. I would probably like that a little bit higher, but he's 6'4". This is actually a good card. Then we also got LaShawn McCoy right here, 5'11". He's got 98 speed, pretty good stats. Whoever made this probably should have boosted up the trucking just for fun because it's at 71, which isn't very good. And the abilities on this player aren't very good as well. So honestly, if you're looking for a running back, I'd probably recommend you steer clear from this Hassan Haskins and LaShawn McCoy. They're not super dope. Now moving on, let's talk about the new packs in game. Let's see if we can pull a golden ticket. Let's talk about if you can get one for free, when you might be able to get one for free. But before we do, a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Underdog Fantasy. As you guys can see on the screen right here, we won our last special line that they posted. James Harden 0.5 points. We made a couple other picks. We cashed right there for 120 bucks. If you like the sound of that free line, you like the sound of that special line, there are many more coming soon over on the app. When I say a free line, what I mean is they'll put a line out that's like 0.5 points for Jason Tatum. It's guaranteed to go over. So if you want to check it out, I will leave Underdog link down below in the description. You can either just download the app on the App Store or click the link, but as you're signing up, use that promo code SWIFT to support my channel and get your first deposit matched up to 100 bucks. Okay, getting back on track, like I was talking about, let's see if we can pull a golden ticket. Let's take a look at some of the new packs in the store, or some of the odds boosted packs, we'll call them, as you guys will see in the select offers tab right here. We got some zest, fellas. We absolutely love zest when we're opening up packs. We got some zest right here from EA Sports, the Pro Endgame Elite Pack. They have juiced up the odds on this one. Is it a viable option to pull golden tickets? Is it worth it when it comes to making coins? Let's open one right here, 220k down the hatch. That's a lot of coins to deposit into EA Sports' bank account. But card number one, we actually pull a 98 Laramie Tunsil. In terms of odds on this, I think it was actually about 40% that you pull a 98 plus. So is this a viable option for pulling golden tickets? Well, let's talk about it. There's a 94 plus slot. We'll open up some other packs in the background right here. But like I was saying, there's a 94 plus slot, which is probably your best chance of pulling a GT. But for the price you're spending on this, I don't know if it's fully worth it when it comes to trying to pull golden tickets. In the background, we actually get a 98 and a 95. And in terms of training value, that's 330k. So we would be profiting on that pack. But I'm not sure if you should be going through and having the expectation that A, you're either going to make profit, or B, you're going to pull a golden ticket when you open these. They could be fun to test, but I don't know if I'd recommend you guys go all in. Okay, now we'll open up one more of these in the background just so you guys can kind of get a feel for what's inside, a feel for how these odds are looking. But I want to talk about a free golden ticket player in this game. So at the time being, there aren't any solos that EA Sports released which will give you a free GT. I'm kind of surprised by that as we pull a 94 A-Rod in the background. But like I was saying, I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought they were going to be doing the solos similar to the way they did AKA New Class, in the sense that you pick up tokens, and then once you get enough tokens, as more golden tickets have come out, well, that's how you would get the free card. That's actually not what they did though, and I believe the way you will be able to get a free GT a little bit later on in the year is likely going to be through fan appreciation. So when EA Sports drops fan appreciation in this game, that's when they're going to put in the associated solos. So I would expect, if we need like a target date for when we're going to get FAP in Madden 23, give me about 3 weeks. I would say about 3 weeks. Okay, now in the background right here, let's move on to the pack that I think you guys will be more interested in. That is the training variety pack. Now, the very important thing you guys got to know about this pack is EA Sports changed the price. They have boosted this up to 55k training. Now, what does that mean? That basically means that on a per reroll basis, we are now spending more coins per pack. So we're essentially risking more. And of course, EA Sports hasn't changed the odds on this. So it's basically like more risk. And the only thing EA Sports has done, they haven't boosted up the odds of like your platinums. They haven't boosted up the odds of really anything. They've just added the ability to pull golden tickets. Now, is this worth it? From what I've seen on Twitter, I have seen people doing fairly well when it comes to pulling GTs, but you got to think about how much you're spending. In the background, as you guys can see, we've pulled some terrible common strategy cards. We've pulled some strategy cards that are not making us coins. So just like that, if you go through and open this pack up 5, maybe 6 times and pull something that isn't that good, well, you'll have lost out on about 200,000 coins of value. So would I recommend you open TVPs? I'm not so sure. I don't know if those are the move when it comes to potentially pulling GTs. I think your best bet for pulling golden tickets is actually probably going to be potentially opening up some of the regular packs in the store. I will be making a full-length video tomorrow or the day after where I go through and analyze each of these packs a little bit more in depth to hopefully give you guys a little more of a concrete answer when it comes to the best way to pull GTs. But overall, in terms of new stuff today, new TVPs, new golden tickets, free Demaryius Thomas, as well as looking over some of the players. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.